Spanish bond yields inch higher as Madrid prepares for its first bond auction since the ECB announced its bond buying plan. That's as tens of thousands of Spaniards took to the streets this weekend to protest against austerity measures and tax hikes. The rally came as Spain's Finance Minister, Luis de Guindos, ruled out further fiscal cuts at a meeting in Cyprus. But he did pledge to set clear deadlines for structural reforms, which could pave the way for a bailout request in the autumn. On Tuesday, Madrid will auction up to €4.5 billion of T-bills ahead of a bigger test on Thursday when it issues longer-dated notes. Bob Parker, head of the Strategic Advisory Group at Credit Suisse, is confident the country is on the right track.
The tail risk in Europe, that is to say, the risk of Spain and Italy leaving the euro, the risk of their bond yields spiralling higher, that tail risk or extreme event risk has been significantly reduced over the last 2 to 3 weeks.
Also on the agenda at this weekend's finance ministers' meeting, Austria's Maria Fechter warning that Athens won't get any more money, just a few more weeks to meet its bailout terms. Speaking at an annual press conference in Berlin, the German Chancellor Angela Merkel said her heart bleeds for Greeks facing hardship in the Eurozone crisis, but she argued closer political coordination would be achieved by the end of the year.
There are further steps we must take. As this crisis must be solved largely politically, we need to do what we didn't do sufficiently when the euro was introduced, namely have more coordination and more accountability. And therefore, we have taken up a lot. For the next months, until the year's end, a closer political cooperation within the Eurozone.
Well, tomorrow's 2013 Dutch budget likely to be a non-starter until the coalition takes shape. Last week saw Liberal Party leader Mark Rutte return to power, but he faces weeks, if not months, of talks to form a government, most likely with close rival Labour. The caretaker government is unable to push through any major policy changes until then. And a quick look in the data diary. The ZEW economic sentiment data due out on Tuesday morning. It's expected to show that confidence remained weak in September. While in the UK, inflation figures for August expected to edge down to 2.5% compared to 2.6% this time last year. Well, that's it. Stick with Reuters on the Insider platform and Reuters.com. We'll speak to the French finance minister on whether he thinks Spain should seek aid. I'm Nigel Stevenson. This is Reuters.